Hello everybody, it's me Cullen coming back at you with another shave tonight. I have been waiting to use this and it's finally in the lineup. Tonight we are using Strike Gold Shave, Camp David. The artwork on this was done by Razor Ray Designs. This is a combination of some kind of cherry scent from Creed and something else from Creed, and it is so good. Also have the splash for it. Tonight's bowl, there's soap in the bottom. That's gonna drive me crazy because I saw it. Tonight's bowl is the Capitan's Choice Copper HD. Brush will be my, I still want to call it my Shave 326. Aloha 326. This is his number 25 brush. I went with this because of the stars and stripes, and this is actually being filmed on 9/11, even though it won't be shown until the 12th. Not on this is a hand-tied lotus. Razor for today is titanium timeless, polished with a brand new Gillette Platinum. So let's get on with it. This is just good old-fashioned H2O. And if you haven't tried one of the hand-tied lotuses, it's an excellent knot. $50. You know, people get hung up on the whole hand-tied thing. But the news flash is every knot, whether it's sold by Yaki, DS Cosmetics, whatever is hand-tied, and yes, the ones that are hand-tied in the States, so people buy the hair direct from the supplier in China, and I would assume they weigh the hairs out here and then they hand tie them themselves, but my opinion, it's ridiculous to pay $100 for a badger knot. But that's just me, you know. Many people don't have a problem with it. If you don't have a problem with it, more power to you. But I won't do it. I enjoy gelling knots and all that stuff, and I'm actually looking into getting the mold things that you put the hairs in to tie your own knots, to try that just to see. It looks like it would be fun to try to do. And so we shall see with that. But this lotus hand-tied knot, it's still glued at the bottom, but not like your knots you get from Maggards everywhere where they got that big epoxy knot at the bottom. It just has enough glue to hold the hairs together. You're supposed to, I guess, technically put your own epoxy knot stuff on there. When I set mine, I just put my RTV in there and set it. Now, if you ever try to pull that knot out, it'll probably ruin it because there's nothing actually holding that knot together. But I put it in there, never planning on removing it again because I love that handle. And that knot is fabulous. Um, you know, people say that the tips break off these things and this and that. I haven't had any tips break off yet. But I also don't lather my brushes like I'm trying to kill it. Whenever you use a natural hair brush, you know, some of these brushes, when you buy a natural hair brush, whether it's Yaki or whoever, and this razor is so smooth, it's crazy. They actually have instructions with it, which is kind of funny. But it says not to splay the brush, not to scrub with it, only use painting motions. That's because scrubbing with it will damage the tips of the hair. You know, some of these videos, you see people bowl lathering, and they are just going to absolute town in their bowl with their brush, and I'm just cringing. Now I splay on my face, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it because your skin gives, whereas a bowl doesn't. You know, a ceramic bowl's not going to give. Plastic doesn't give. Nothing gives. Your skin gives. Skin is just a truly amazing organ. How strong it actually is. But this knot is just superb. But yeah, I've seen people just destroying their knots, and I sold a brush to a guy or traded it. I can't remember what it was, but let's say it was this knot, right? All these white tips that are nice and beautiful. I saw a post where the person had it back for sale. I bought it from him, and the knot, instead of it being this tall, it was like all the tips were broke off and done from where it was killed. And I was just in awe. I've never seen it happen. I ended up having to pull that knot out and throw it away because it was absolutely destroyed. And that's just from not knowing how to properly maintain and take care of your badger brush. You know, and that's why for the longest time I said I will not spend, you know, $100 on a handle, but that's gone out of the. But I don't mind spending money on a razor, because a razor will last forever as long as it's taken care of, whereas a handle that knot potentially won't. You see, even people that, some people that are, I don't know if they're considered big names on YouTube or what, but been around the hobby for ever and ever. And you watch them bowl lather. And it takes them a whole, they load from the puck, then they, I think, go into the bowl with it. I can't remember. But they go so aggressively into the bowl with their brush that their whole body shakes, and they're just going to town with it, and you could hear them just scrubbing away. And sometimes they'll show them lathering in the bowl, and I'm just like, oh. But I'm like CDB when I lather. Tips, just, it's basically the weight of the brush just sitting on the bowl. Let it do its work. And there's no need to use all that pressure and destroy your brush. And now some knots will bloom out bigger than others, but for the most part, most of my knots, even after being used, I don't know how many times, are still only this size, and they're not big, huge mushrooms from where they've been just destroyed. Now I understand that some knots will, like, here's a perfect example. This one's bloomed way bigger than any of my other ones, but it's just the knot itself, just doing that. It just wants to be a big, giant poof for whatever crazy reason. You could squeeze it and bring it in a little, but its natural want is to just be a big poof, whereas this one's small, and all the other ones want to be small, but certain knots just want to be big, hot mess for whatever reason. The scent on this soap, sorry, I've been blabbing about knots and all that, but the scent on this soap, it's so good. I haven't even talked about how good the scent smells. I've just been enjoying the lather in this knot. Strike Gold has such a good base. I really enjoy their soaps. My only criticism about Strike Gold soaps, and it's not even really about the soaps, it's about the containers. All their stuff like this, Smiles for Miles, it comes in a normal tub, a tub that makes sense. But all their normal everyday stuff comes in that little weird thing that's so small and tall that you can't, it's just odd. It's kind of like the Soap Commander tub. It's just an odd shape and weird. It's so, the Soap Commander tub is so tall. It's just, it's not bad when it's a new tub, but when it gets low, it's gotta be a complete pain in the patootie trying to get the soap out of the bottom of that. It's kind of like trying to get the peanut butter out of the bottom of the peanut butter jar, or get your knuckles covered and everything. But, you know, this soap is supposed to be cherry something, Creed cherry, whatever. I don't get too much cherry. Maybe in the splash it'll be more. I was hoping for it. I love cherry in a soap. So far, I think the best I'm trying to think of what else soaps I have that are cherry. I think the best cherry soap I have right now is probably the PAA Tribute. And I don't get cherry so much in the soap. I get more sandalwood. But in the splash, it's phenomenal. Yeah, that's my only complaint about Strike Gold. It's those weird tubs. And I think they're always 5 ounces, but I think that's what they are. It's hard to tell when you have a tub that's a size you're not used to seeing. You know, so like if you got this and you're used to seeing this size tub and it says it's 5 ounces, but it was only like filled down to here, you know that, you know, it's not. This thing's full, so you know that it's good to go, but you know what I mean? That it's like these little weird tubs. I'm not saying Strike Gold's doing that, so please do not take it that way, but the little weird tubs, they're just a weird shape. I don't like anything out of the, I like just standardized tubs for soap. Standardized sizing. It makes things easier for stacking, storage. Now I know they do it probably to stick out. So when you look in there, you know, oh, there's my Strike Gold. Makes sense. I actually just got Nostalgia from the BST. And I got it for a price that I couldn't, you know, $20 for a $45 set, used once. I don't even know if the splash doesn't even look like it was used. But it had been scooped with what appeared to be the world's tiniest scooper. It was just the tiniest amount. I'd always seen this set on Strike Gold's page, but like I've said many times on my channel, most of the time I can't read the scent notes until if I like it, unless it starts off with like sandalwood, vanilla, and then goes into, you know, tonka bean, bergamot, stuff like that, I know I'll like. Or if it's like, you know, vanilla, frankincense, stuff like that, I know I like. But when it goes into lavender and starts getting into all these complex scents, couldn't tell you. Nostalgia, I was like, I don't know if I'll like it. Well, at that price, I was like, if I don't like it, I could easily sell it for the $20 again. Got it, and it's great. So stoked about that. So that'll be coming up soon. But let me get cleaned up and man, too bad I don't have a head shave today because that's a whole lot of soap left. I'm still on this thing about wasting soap, and I have more soap than I'll ever know what to do with, but it's just in my mind. I can't. The thought of wasting stuff just, you know. But let me get cleaned up. I'll be right back with you. And we're back. Let's go over what we used today. Today we used the Captain's Choice cereal bowl. We use the Timeless Titanium 0.95 smooth cap, solid bar. Kind of missing my old scallop cap and scalloped base plate and the open comb, so might be upgrading, you never know. I use my Shave 326 handle with my Umo Lotus hand-tied knot. And this thing, like I said, is just unreal. It feels so good. It's just quite redunculous on how good it feels. Sorry, I just noticed that my stuff is out of order, and that will, and already is, making me go completely crazy. And that's a very short trip. And boom, that's done. Trip's over. Then we use Strike Gold Shave Camp David. Absolute beautiful scent. Oh, after I shaved, warm water, cold water rinse, witch hazel. Then I used my magic face elixir, also called hyaluronic acid and face oil. That's how I keep this face looking 18 years old, even though I'm 270 years old. And now it's time for the, what is that? That's right, this shitty splash. And you gotta shake it. Let's hear this. Oh, got oil on the hands, can't even, there, hold on. Oh yeah, hear that seal crack? That was my joints cracking too. So that's, oh yeah. There's more of that cherry I was looking for. Still not as much as I would prefer, but man, that's, wow. That may be my favorite scent of theirs by far now. Excellent, excellent set. Tomorrow I shall be using my Titanium Timeless. I just received in my Titanium Carbon. Yeah? Is that what this is? Yes, Carbon. Just received my Titanium top cap. Thank you for this. I know you don't normally sell these. Thank you. So this will be tomorrow's shave. I believe tomorrow's soap is Frankenlime, I do believe. Looking forward to that also. If that's tomorrow's soap, we're gonna have to go with a green brush, and good thing my den is full of green brushes. So that'll be an easy pick. Got Got green bowls, green brushes, green everywhere. So that'll be an easy one. I'll probably have to go with if it's green tomorrow, probably have to go with my Opus. Haven't used this one in a while. I can't wait till I get some knots so I could start using these that Craig at Opus has made me. And this one, you know, says Pelagic Shave and then Opus in the middle. And then also have this one that I had him make. And this one he wasn't gonna sell to me because it had this in there. I told him, I said, I like that in there. It just, these artisans, they don't want to sell anything that's not absolutely perfect. And I told him, I said, but that's just a true representation of life. There's always some sort of flaw, man. Just, I'll take it. I love it. So I'll probably go with this one tomorrow. Possibly might be the Alien. This brush is just, oh, it fits perfect for me in my hand. Oh, also, big shout out to Gardner Abbott, I believe name is, over at AKA. I got these in today on the last drop, or drop before last. He showed this one. I went to get it and it was snatched up. So I went whining to him, and he always pours 2 blanks. And his wife said, well, I'll get him to make you another one. Funny thing is that Logan was the one that actually bought the first one, which I didn't even know. So I got that one, and that one's sweet. And then had him do this one. I showed him the colors on my Smiles for Miles soap scooper with the black and the tie-dye. I said, make me something cool like that. I've been on this whole tie-dye kick. And I told him, I said, I want it in the same shape as the Superman handle that I got from him. And man, did he deliver. He made it a little bit taller like I asked also. Really like it. Absolute perfect. So just wanted to show those off. But we'll see y'all tomorrow for another Pelagic Shave. Thank you for joining me once again. Take care on this beautiful. This is actually Saturday night, but this will post on Sunday. So take care, be safe, and most importantly, please have a blessed day, and may God bless you.